Hello everybody and welcome to Tokyo Ghoul Re Season 2 Episode 11, the penultimate episode review. First off, I want to apologise for being a bit later than normal. I went to see movies, I went to see Spider-Man, it was good. But we're not here to talk about that today, we're here to talk about... can't speak English. We're here to talk about Tokyo Ghoul. So, let's just get right in, I guess. Let's get right into the episode. So it turns out that the dragon, which, you know, the centipede thing, the dragon, has another core, and Kaneki's resistant to the poison, so he's like, hey, I'll go. And then Ayato shows up, literally out of nowhere, just walks in the door, he's like, hey, I'll come with you. And so them two are going to do that. Meanwhile, the CCG and the other ghouls teaming up again to fight. I don't know what they are. I missed if they got called a name, I missed it, because I was making a note. But there's like these dudes in suits and like, not a fedora. Is it a fedora? I'm going to call it a fedora, and if that's wrong, that's fine. So yeah, they're fighting them, and then an owl shows up to help the fedora dudes, but then they like blow its armor off, and it's not like a real person, it's just like a body without a head, and the head is a cross. So they figure out that it's being controlled, but I'll get to that. Meanwhile, Ayato and Kaneki are attacked by the venom monsters, and Ayato holds them off, so Kaneki goes off alone, and then Hinami uses her seeing powers to find out who's controlling the owl, and it is, and by the way, I don't remember any of these three characters' names, so I do apologise in advance. I'm trying my best, but it's hard. There's the old guy, who's like really strong, who was in like the maximum security bit. Then there's the tattooist, who makes the masks as well, or is he the mask making guy? Why did I think I can't remember that guy, the guy who, you know who I mean. And then there's like some lady, and I don't have a clue who she is, I'm sorry. But then, so they've been found by Hinami, the two leave, the old man's still there, Amon attacks him, and they're having a fight. The tattoo guy is fighting Renji, who has got a surprising amount of screen time this episode, which I wasn't really expecting, not this episode, this season. But then tattoo guy transforms, and it's hideous, but they're still fighting. Renji beats him. Decides not to kill him because friendship, which I was like, okay, sure. And then Amon cuts the old man in half, literally cuts him in half, because he's doing some sneaky, like he's like nicked the clones, because he can clone himself, and he's just trying to make sure, like he's nicked them so he knows which one's fake and not fake, and which ones are real, which cutting him in half shuts down the owl because he was the one controlling it. And then they have a father-son moment, and I'm gonna be honest, I didn't realise that they had that kind of relationship. In my defence, been a long time since I've seen original Tokyo Ghoul, and I've not read the manga at all, so forgive me for forgetting, but this was nice to see. But then, after that, we're approaching the end of the episode, the suits come to fight again. They're like, let's get ready for round 2, and then Kaneki runs into Furuta as the final boss of the season/series. So, this is, I'm excited. It's weird to think that the last episode ever until it gets remade, which I do think it will get remade, Tokyo Ghoul, because I know a lot of people are not happy with the anime adaptation, which, you know, I think it's kind of meh. Like, if the manga is as good as people say, which I've not read it, so I'm not an expert. If it is, then yeah, it should get the adaptation it deserves, and I hope it does. But anyway, next week it's the big old finale, and this episode was kind of just like meh, you know. It wasn't like, it's kind of like just bridging the gap to the final episode, if you ask me, but that's fine. You need that. So next week, hopefully, we're pretty good. I just hope we get a big nice epilogue where, like, here everyone's having a peaceful time and everything worked out well in the end, which would be nice. But anyway, I'll see you next week, guys. Bye.